This is part 2 of setting up your model space. In this video, we're going to set up our layers, and then we're also going to explore the object snap command. So first, let's set up our layers. With Autodesk software, you're going to have a layer properties icon. Otherwise, you can type in layer, L-A-Y-E-R, and then hit enter. This is going to open up your layer properties manager. So we're going to set up a number of layers. The first layer we're going to set up is for our border. So we're going to go to the new layer icon, select that, and type in border. Hit enter. Now we're going to change a few things. First thing we're going to change is the color. From white, we're going to change this to magenta. Okay? The line type is going to stay continuous, but we're going to change the line weight from default to 1 millimeter. We want to have a really bold border. So let's make some more layers. New. The next layer we're going to make is for object. We're going to change its color to green. And we're going to make this a little bit less thick at 0.7 millimeters. All right, next is for dimension, or dim. We're going to set this as cyan. Now the colors don't really matter, it's up to you. Just pick colors that you know when they go to print that you can see them. For example, yellow you can't see, so don't select yellow. We're going to change this line type to 0.35 millimeters. The next one is going to be very similar, called text. It's also going to be cyan, continuous, and 0.35 inline weight. The last one we're going to make is called hidden. H-I-D-D-E-N. We're going to change this to red. And the line weight of our hidden layer is going to be 0.35, but the line type is not going to be continuous. So we're going to select inline type, and we're going to select load. We're going to look through our line type options, and we want to find the one that's called hidden. So we go down to the H, and we're going to select hidden. Okay. And then select hidden. Okay. Now all our layers are complete. Border, object, dimension, text, and hidden. This is for when you're drawing and you want to give different lines different thicknesses, or maybe they're assigned to different items. So if I select what I just drew, I can change this into my border layer, which shows up purple. However, the line doesn't show up very thick. So what you may have to turn on is your line weight. You can do that a couple of ways. You can turn on your line weight by clicking the line weight icon and turning it on. The other way you can do that is by typing in line weight display, LW display, enter. And you can turn it on or you can turn it off. I'm going to turn it back on. So you can see how bold the border layer is. We can check out the hidden layer. It should have dotted lines, or dimension, which will be a little bit less thick. So these are all of our layers. The next thing we're going to explore is the object snap command. Now in AutoCAD, it has its own little icon down at the bottom for object snap, and you can select the little arrow next to it and change whatever object snap you want to have on. Now right now we have endpoint, center, intersection, and extension. So what that is, when you're drawing, a little icon will show up at the end of the line. In this case, a green box shows up at the end of the line. We also have extension, which allows the green dotted line to show up. We have intersection, which is where a couple things may meet. You may find that your snap is getting in the way. For example, maybe you want to join right here where these two lines are intersecting, but your snap isn't allowing you to go there. In some cases, you may want to turn off your snap. So you can do that by going down and clicking your snap icon, or just by typing snap off. And now when you go in to draw, your snap won't bother you anymore. So the intersection allows that little green X to show up. So depending on what you're drawing, you may want to have different object snap commands turned on. And you can turn them on and off as you need them. This is the end of part 2, setting up your model space.